As Canada prepares for its 150th birthday bash, this may be what the happy birthday song will sound like. New Canadians from around the world, all of them professional musicians in their old countries, will play together in cities across Canada during 2017. The Global Music Orchestra is the brainchild of Mervon Mehta at the Royal Conservatory of Music.
And I just found there's so many talented people here, but so many of them, they don't get the platform because they're playing, an Iranian musician may be playing just in the Iranian community and not being heard by the bigger Toronto community.
Over 100 musicians auditioned, but only these 12 were chosen, including Padadeh Ahrarinejad, a well-known musician in her home country of Iran. She says playing her instrument called the tar alongside some instruments she's never seen before was not as hard as you'd think.
Because it's one language. The music is the same language that we speak to each other, and we know the tones.
For other arts organizations like the National Ballet of Canada, celebrating Canada's birthday means sending little tokens, like this one, from coast to coast to coast.
I just slip them on.
The pointe shoe has been the international symbol of ballet for hundreds of years. The National Ballet dancers like Gillian Vanstone go through dozens of them in a season. And now these shoes are about to do some traveling.
What we're doing is we're sending 150 of these guys across the country to individuals, other arts organizations, community groups, and we're asking people to take a photo with the pointe shoe in recognizable Canadian locations, and we're trying to reach all the points in Canada.
The images of shoes perched on top of landmarks will eventually be put together on a special website, stringing together a visual story of how the arts bind Canadians. In Winnipeg, the Canadian Museum for Human Rights is also asking people to take photos, but these ones are not just about beauty, but struggle.
We really wanted, for the longest time, to work directly with the public in generating an exhibition.
The images they received explore the human rights of Indigenous Canadians, New Canadians, even the protection of the environment as a human right. The pictures, which will be shown in an exhibit, have been so powerful, even the museum curators are learning a thing or two.
The public is coming from it with a different frame of mind and making very well justified explanations, because we asked for a brief description of the image and how it suits the theme. That's really expanded the dialogue even further.
At the National Arts Centre in Ottawa, more great expectations for Canada's 150th.
The NAC in 2017, it's really us going out across the country, so we're being national. We're touring the orchestra, and English theatre and French theatre are doing tours across the country, and then we're inviting the country back for a celebration here in Ottawa.
Artists like Buffy St. Marie, Rufus Wainwright, and more than 1,000 others will descend on Ottawa around Canada Day. And to welcome them, the NAC is dolling up the place. Its building, which was built in the 60s around the excitement of Canada's centennial, is getting a major facelift to face the future. The new look will be unveiled on Canada Day.
The Toronto Symphony Orchestra will celebrate Canada's 150th with a marriage of film and live music. And some entertainment is for the youngest audience, featuring a Canadian icon.
Composer Erica Bracunier has been tasked with an unusual job. Write an original score performed live by the Toronto Symphony Orchestra to accompany a new animated film.
It's my job to make all of the sound effects for these animals, as well as write the music for the score.
Bracunier had to figure out the pitch of a wolf howl and then get instruments to copy it.
So this is where the wolf howls.
Yeah.
And then over the page, the beaver's gonna howl, and then they're both gonna howl together.
She hopes the results will be well worth it.
I like how the characters themselves are really 100% Canadian. It's a lot about friendship, and we as Canadians are so nice, and we're very diverse and we all work together. So I think this film is a very good representation of our personalities.
entertainment, and some life lessons for those who will be defining Canada in the next 150 years. Deana Sumanac-Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.